Thank you for coming in and for your interest in our company and the position. I would like to use this interview productively to learn as much as possible about you in a relatively short period of time. I'm going to lead our conversation with questions, but you are more than welcome to jump in and to ask me whatever you might consider useful about the company or about the role. I'm also going to take a few notes on my laptop, and I hope that isn't too distracting. Let's start with tell me about yourself question. Who are you? What have you studied so far? What has been your experience?
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Virajuniarti. I was born in Kayu Agung, 7 June 1999. I'm still studying in English department at State of Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya. My experience is that I had an internship as a front office at a government office, the Environment and Land Service Office of South Sumatra.
Okay, so why did you choose that particular major and at that particular school?
The English department at the State of Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya is hospitality. So I want to expand my skill about hospitality industry, and also I want to improve my skill in speaking. And then why I choose that of Polytechnic Negeri Sriwijaya? Because Polytechnic is one of the best in Indonesia, and also Polytechnic teach practical and theoretical to students. So speed up to work after we graduate later.
I guess you thought about what you do the best. What are your biggest strengths? And how do you think our company would benefit from them?
According to my background, I have been as a front office and I learning about hospitality industry, so I can contribute to the company how to work in terms well, and that all need good communication skill.
What about your development areas? What do you have identified as your greatest and biggest improvement areas? And what have you done to improve them so far?
For my weakness, I am forgetful person, but I always set an alarm to certain hours to remind me to do everything.
All right. Why are you interviewing with me today? What made you apply for this job and why do you want to work here?
Because the company and this position can provide significant space to work.
I see on your resume that you had switched jobs not too long ago. Why did you leave your previous position?
Okay, sir. Thank you. I think my previous job is not comfortable with me because I'm a communication person. I usually use my voice to influence other people, but in the project, in previous position, I didn't think that as comfortable in me. I just use my brain, not my communication, and I believe in this position I can work as a communication in this company because this position comfortable with my major.
Now tell me about a time when you were in charge of a project with a deadline. Which was the project and how did you meet the deadline?
Okay, when I become chairman of a project and the project has a deadline, what I do is nurture my members to work with the team so that the deadline can be reached quickly.
Okay, and so tell me about a time when you showed an initiative on the job. When was it and which was the outcome?
When was was it and which was the outcome my initiated the job is when I work in team, I always communicated with my supervisor, but I do what should we do to making the work done at the deadline itself, and my initiative job is can help their company very on time to making the table.
Tell me about a time when your communication skills helped you at your job. When was it and what did you do?
Yes, well, because my communication skill can help me when I work in team, because with communication each other the other people can understand what's your problem, what you need to help your job, to help your work. And communication skill is not only for the communication in which to the but can persuade and influence the others follow you as the employees as I can.
Okay, now give an example of a situation where you had to deal with the conflict at work. What did it consist of and how was it resolved?
Okay, sir. The conflict that I have experienced is that different ideas in a team. Of course, everyone has thoughts that are not in harmony which cause conflict. The way to overcome this by communication skill, communication well with team members, discussing and expressing opinion about what to disagree and agree with completely work and finding the best solution.
Good then, thanks. Now, do you have any questions for me?
Okay, sir, thanks. Before my question is when the announcement of interview result, I think is enough for this my question. Thank you.
The recruitment process has started not too long ago and we are evaluating and discussing different profiles internally. I'll be coming back to you with feedback and with an information for the next steps within the next 2 weeks. And if things go according to the schedule, the potential next step planned would be another interview with me and with the department manager. Okay then, thank you very much for coming in. It was a pleasure meeting you and we'll be in touch.